cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. It's Wednesday. You know what it is. You know what that means. Wes Watson. Oh my goodness. This one is called Prison Slang. It's not called Prison Gangs and then Prison Slang. This one is just Prison Slang. Whole nother level. Let's get straight into it.
When you've done as much time as I have in the California prison system.
Oh, we're starting off crazy already. All right, let's go back. We don't know how much time you've done, but let's go.
When you've done as much time as I have in the California prison system, you develop a slang that is foreign to everybody out here on the streets.
What about the guys in the neighborhood that have been to prison? They forget? Is it that, they hit them with that Men in Black thing? When they're going to, Watson, you're paroling today. Look at this. And then you forget, but you remembered.
I get DMs all the time. Wes, can you break this down for me? I want to understand the story better. What do these terms mean? So I'm going to go ahead and break down some of the most used terms. And I'm going to start with my favorite, paperwork. Because we're going to have to see it right when you show up. When you show up to any facility any place I got the keys to,
whoa,
you're going to hand it to my people, our people, and they're going to bring it to me. I'm going to make sure your charges are good. We're going to make sure your current charges don't fit any charges that are deemed unacceptable by the white race.
Well, your hairline is unacceptable, player. Who do we get at? Do we have to get at you? And what do you do to you?
If they do, you're fucked right away. You ain't gonna make it through the day. If you have sex charges, right a fucking way, you're getting stabbed. That's how it works in the system.
It kind of doesn't, but okay, yeah.
Our main piece of paperwork, otherwise known as your driver's license, is the 128G. A 128G is the absolute top of the paperwork we take. The only thing.
That's strange. The 128G is a classification chrono. It has some of your stuff in there from the streets. It will say if you have an R suffix, meaning a sex offense, something like that. It'll have your AKA, certain thing, your tape score, different things. But the legal status summary is going to have what county you came out of, what all your convictions were, the amount of time you were given, who your attorney is. That's pretty important as well. But, I'll stick with Wes as, he's that guy.
Thing we want to see. It's going to have all your history.
Okay.
We're going to look down and we're going to look straight at sex history. If you have sex history, you're fucking done. That means you're a chomo, a rapist, or all of the above, and you're fucked. You're getting stabbed that day. The next spot we're going down to is your fucking SNY GP status, and it better say GP non-applicable, or else you're a piece of shit. You're going to go the same way as that fucking chomo did.
Wow. Why are his hands shaking, though? Is he nervous?
We're looking at your current charges, your in-house charges. All this is on your 128G. Your 128G also has something called an adverse transfer. If you had an adverse transfer, you better fucking believe we're going to have to know what the fuck that was and why there was an adverse transfer. If you came good from another facility, it will say non-adverse transfer.
That's a lie. That's not true whatsoever. An adverse transfer could be you're going from AdSeg to the shoe. A non-adverse transfer would be you're coming out of the shoe and getting sent to a facility or a prison that you're going to be doing your time. This Vato's crazy.
That means you're good. That means we're rocking it. We're going to get straight into that burpees and that bar work right the fuck away, because that's what we do all day.
Oh, dude.
With the paperwork, you know how I roll with it. You know how I roll with my paperwork. I got that shit hooped. I don't give a fuck. I roll that shit up.
Oh, he's going to give us details. Hold up, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. He has it hooping right now. You know how I roll with it.
How I roll with it. You know how I roll with my paper. I got that shit hooped. I don't give a fuck. I roll that shit up tiny as fuck. I put it in some cellophane. I stick that shit in 5 fingers up. 1 finger of a glove, rip it off. Next finger, rip it off. Next finger, rip it off. I'll put 5 fingers around that motherfucker and hoop.
5 finger West? Hold on.
That shit. Hooping means to put that shit up your ass. And if you're not okay with shit like that, don't go to the fucking pen, because you will be.
Oh.
You're gonna...
So if you go to the pen, you will be good with putting shit in your ass, motherfucker. It's fucking hilarious.
Have to hide shit from the cops, and that's the only fucking place left, is your anal cavity. And that's what hooping means. It means gangstering that shit, keystering it, putting it in the prison safe. These are all the same terms, meaning you fucking put that shit in your ass to hide it from the fucking cops. The removal is what happened.
Let me back that up. So let's get this straight. Wes is hooping his paperwork to hide it from the cops, but the cops gave him that paperwork. His 128 was issued by the counselor and was handed to him by the probably the CO during mail, right? But he's gonna hide it from the people that gave it to him. Even though if he loses it, he's gonna ask a cop to get a copy. He's gonna ask the counselor for a copy. Wes thinks it's for recreational purposes, eh? 5 finger West, a chingo.
That shit in your ass to hide it from the fucking cops.
True story. Believe you.
The removal is what happens when you have bad paperwork. That means 2, 3, or more of your own people took your ass out, and that tells the facility that you're all bad. You can't fly with your people no more, so they're gonna take you off.
I'm gonna say this, and anyone my age, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're from Southern California, I remember for the longest time, the only group I ever heard use the term removal was the raza from Northern California. They called them removals. The raza from Southern California would just say somebody got whacked, somebody got blasted, somebody got smashed. The whites, they would say somebody got whacked or somebody got booked. I never heard anybody other than Northern raza use the word removal. I know nowadays it seems like everybody uses it, but they're the only ones I remember ever hearing use that term. Anyhow, my bad, Wes. I didn't mean to interrupt your spitting ass.
The main line, take you off the GP, and you're gonna be a PC. Now you're going S&Y. This is also referred to in movies in older times as someone putting the green light on you. We don't fucking really use that term. We use removal. Green light would mean more if it was against a whole group of people. Say we green lighted a whole race, which has happened many times, to where you're sitting in your cell.
What the fuck? This video, I'm wondering if you ever really were in prison. This is Wes Watson's body double, eh? Bring the real one in, eh? We're ready. This one knows absolutely nothing about prison. Bring the other one in. He knows like that much, eh? About that much. But we need him back because this is fucking nuts.
And the doors are gonna crack, and the homies next door say it's green lighted on the blacks, and you gotta roll. And the shitty part is, you might have some homies with them blacks. You might have some good acquaintances that you like over there. So when that shit cracks, what do? You just avoid them, and you take off on the motherfuckers you don't like. That's how it is. That's how it's gonna.
Are they gonna avoid you? So you're gonna avoid them, give them a free rib shot, back shot. Like, hey, excuse me, I don't want to whack you. Let me whack your celly. Get out of the way. Hey, thank you, Holmes. What?
Gonna be, even if you had friends on the street, it's gonna be like that. So don't get it motherfucking twisted.
Wow, that was crazy.
What happens in these riots when that shit kicks off, when there is a green light on another race, is motherfuckers are getting whacked. You know they're getting whacked.
Are they gonna get are they gonna get their fucking feet chopped off again, Wes? Does it happen in every riot you were in? Not in, I mean.
That means stabbed. It's also known as fucking getting booked. When I say the word getting booked, it means you're getting stabbed.
Hey, why does this Vatos? Am I tripping? Do you guys hear that? what is it like? Those of you that are old enough to remember Bewitched, like when the fairy godmother or whoever the fuck that chick was, every time she appeared on the channel on the screen, they had that weird like little. Listen, I keep hearing it. What is this? Vato got fucking fairy godmothers popping up every few minutes. Listen.
Another racist motherfuckers are getting whacked. You know they're getting whacked. That means stabbed. It's also known as fucking getting booked. When I say the word getting booked, when there is a green light on another racist, motherfuckers are getting whacked. You know they're getting whacked. That means stabbed. It's also known as fucking getting booked.
I'm more into that. Let's figure that out. I'm trying to look at the reflection on his glasses. He's got a shirt there, so he is capable of carrying a shirt. Put the motherfucker on, player. And he's got his little tripod right there. But what the fuck is going on with the fairy godmother sound? I think that this is the most interesting thing ever. Oh, my bad.
When I say the word getting booked, it means you're getting stabbed. It don't mean you're going to the fucking library and getting some more goddamn books, okay? It means you're getting
Dude,
fucking
so mad at
stabbed. This happens weekly in the pen, if not daily at some times. More often than likely, it happens fucking daily.
More often, there's stabbings daily. What happened to lockdowns? I know now they don't really lock people down. Before, that was minimum 2-week lockdown, if not 30 days for a pegada. And what kind of yard are you on that people are getting stabbed every day? That's a junkyard. You would be outnumbered. Like, so what are they doing? They're letting you out to stab somebody and putting you back in the cell. Good job, man. We'll let you out tomorrow and get another one. These are the things when I like having fun with it. But this is why I do it. It's so fucking absurd. Like, people who don't know anything about prison are going to believe it. But what fucking prison yard in the state of California has a stabbing every fucking day? Every day. Like, who is fucking up that? Like, you're going to wipe your own crew out in a couple months. Like, okay, you know what? Now that I think about it, you're right, probably.
When you lock it up, when you get booked, when you get removed, all this shit, you end up in the SHU. They have to put you in the security housing unit just to keep you away from everyone. That is the prison inside the prison. The SHU is the prison inside the prison, also known in movies and other shit as the hole. This is where you'll stay. It's also known as the back. When you hear me say this fool had the back or he was in the back, that means the hole, man. Or the SHU.
He was in the back? The way you said it, like, was somebody looking for your paperwork?
So I use this term a lot. Everybody hears it a lot. They say it a lot. I say a piece of shit, a PC, S&Y. You bitched up. This means you're in protective custody. This means you couldn't take GP, which is the name of this motherfucking channel, and don't.
Let's go ahead and talk about that as well. Wes obviously has not been around much violence in prison. Or any serious politicking. The majority of dudes, I don't want to say majority, a lot of the dudes that do get sent that way, they weren't cowards. A lot of them just got dirty politics. The politics get that real. Envy, ego, greed, and jealousy can send a good motherfucker to the wrong place. It's been, anybody who's done time has seen it over and over again. But Wes is going to tell you a version that he's just been told. I don't believe Wes has ever seen anything violent happen in prison other than the riot in Oklahoma that he didn't take part in because it had nothing to do with his people. And I'm sure he was the guy hitting the pookie in the cell when he keeps saying while Vatos were taking a break and going to the cell. It was you, Wes.
Get it twisted. It's called GP because a motherfucker right here walked in GP and walked out GP. General population. Otherwise known as the main line in the California prison system. The main line is where the
Wes, you were only in California for reception. What do you mean? Wes, you never did time in any California state pen, just the reception center.
Hardest motherfuckers are. SNY is literally 70% of the population now. There's about 30% California GP inmates left, and I'm proud to say I'm GP, and that's why I always say it, and that's why it's the name of the channel, because over my time, I seen all them motherfuckers with all the shit on their face, with all them high-end credentials. I seen all of them go out backwards for some motherfucking dope. PC'd up because they couldn't take it. Because the pain in their little hearts was too much to fucking take, and they couldn't man up and kick them drug habits and do their time like a real motherfucker.
Oh, hold on. The princess is coming.
And come out on swole.
We missed the princess again. Hold on.
Because the pain in their little hearts was too much to fucking take, and they couldn't man up and kick them drug habits and do their time like a real motherfucker and come out on swole, ready to fucking help change people. And
what the fuck does having muscles have to do with anything? We're back to that shit? And what the fuck is on your mouth? Wipe that shit.
Turn them away from that bullshit life. Oh, what I'm talking about is massive change. Massive change by going through the pain.
Massive lies.
This is the only thing that'll ever change us. Pleasure doesn't change us.
Oh, here we go with this shit. He gets pleasure by not being pleased or some shit. Hit us with that one again, one time.
As a rule, adversity is the only thing that will cause us to drastically do a 180. So when you're in those times, you have to test yourself. You have to say, this is the fucking time when the pain's there. You're not going to learn everything when everything's going your way. And that's what I did. When that shit was most painful, I sat down and I said, fuck this.
That was a fucking weird one. I thought we were going to have more fun. The prison slang, and then it turned into fucking... I dream of genie, and like, I don't know, the fucking genie was coming out the lantern, and spit was fucking everywhere. The hair was fucked up today. How you have such little hair, but it's wild? And how do you have this? This was a big video for him. It had over 700,000 views. And it's complete gibberish. Wow. Anyhow, that's my video for today, Wes Watson Wednesday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys see a Wes Watson one that you guys think I should react to, leave it in the comments, because all I do is I scroll like, okay, this one has a lot of views. It's got to be a good one. This one wasn't that good. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. With that said, everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. Hold on. I'm out.